I got my hive today! This is Hilary Nickerson. Tell me the new name of your business. You just rebranded.
Yeah, Honeyside Bee Co-op.
So the holes, so you said we're going to plug these two.
Yeah, we're going to plug these two straight away so they're only having to defend these two. And then once the honey starts flowing, we'll unplug these to give them all of the access that they need to just take in all the nectar and stuff that they're pulling in.
And you said they'll put their little bee glue and stuff in between these?
Yep, they'll glue all this up, and so eventually it won't even budge.
They're gonna do the work.
Yeah, they'll do that. They'll go in and plug all these little cracks.
So, but you will physically go in and plug these holes.
Yep, I will. I have
You'll do
corks.
these
Yep,
ones?
I'm gonna
Okay.
put corks in these holes.
And so it's going to sit in the backyard on like 4 cinder blocks.
Yeah. I might even do 8. I might do 2 high.
Whatever's
That
easiest
just
for
feels
you. Yeah, that's a
feels
better
little
height.
low. Yeah, this feels better.
And is this just one hive then, or is this gonna
Yeah,
be
so this
just
is
one queen?
this is one hive. It'll have one queen. And in the winter time, I'll pull anything that they build over here. This side will, in theory, be the honey side.
Okay.
So I'll pull everything over here and then put a divider in, so they're only having to heat this side
Okay.
of the hive. And then this lid, I made this lid nice and fat this year, so that I can put sugar, raw sugar on top of it for them as kind of an emergency feed. I can actually just take one of those 5-gallon bags of sugar, get it wet so it hardens, cut the bag open and put it on there and just walk away. So.
And I get my bees when, you said? Ish?
Bees, well, at the moment they're actually scheduled for April 24.
April 20.
Yeah, so I'll have to get those. I've got 30 packages ordered and I'll have to get them all out in like 2 to 3 days. So it's going to be hive after hive after hive. It's a pretty fast process. I'll make sure all the hives are ready to go before the bees get here.
Yeah.
So I'll literally pop the lid. We can go through this when we actually get the bees, but I'll take the queen out of the package and put her on the frames and then just leave the package in there and all the bees will come out and try to find her and they'll start working the hive right away. So it's really quick process once I have all the frames in and everything like that. I chose this design. Historically I've used horizontal hives and I really like the way they work. I don't have to lift heavy boxes of honey. Some of those boxes can weigh anywhere from 60 to 90 pounds when they're full, so we can imagine lifting one of those. Long term, it's just not something that I want to deal with.
Yeah.
So I started working horizontally so that I could take a frame out at a time and just put it into another box if I need to. And I can just, if I wanted to get, so let's say on a standard hive, I need to get down into that bottom box to see the queen. I literally have to take a whole entire box off, find somewhere to put that.
Without squishing
bees. Without damaging the whole entire colony. It's really disruptive to them as well. So with my horizontal method, I literally just work through one frame at a time. You don't have to lift anything heavier than a frame at a time. And so this double deep, double wide is something that people on the internet are using, and I was really drawn to it because I was gifted a ton of the Langstroth boxes, and I wanted to reuse those. So I just modified the Langstroth boxes to fit this now double deep, double wide. Basically just going to zip tie 2 frames together. So 2 standard frames will get zip tied together, and they'll just hang just like a normal hive or a normal frame.
So the parts that go inside are just going to be stuck together.
Yep.
And you're going to slide them in.
Yep.
Are
So
there
when I
spacers
pull
or-
it up,
Yeah. Okay. So you'll get
it'll
both.
be 2 frames deep.
Oh, that's so cool.
It'll be fun. It'll make more sense when I actually have the frames. So.
Yeah.
Amy, you're planning on painting this hive.
I am.
Do you have a plan for what it's gonna look like?
And it's going to be white all around, and I'm going to draw in with a pencil so that Lily can help me with this because she's really excited too. We're going to just paint flowers all around, all kinds of flowers, and then bees, and I'll probably have like the dots, the I'm moving this way dots. It's going to be real cartoony.
Yeah.
This is not fancy or anything. It's just going to be like cartoon bees and flowers all around. I'm excited.
Yeah, so that's all I can think of.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, stick to painting the outside, don't paint the inside.
Right. If you want to get in touch with Hilary, I have her information linked down below, so check that out. But you are booked up for the remainder of this year
Yep, I
and
am.
probably into next year.
Yeah, I think so. I've got a pretty long wait list, but I am kind of currently looking for an apprentice and then hopefully a part-time beekeeper next year. So,
Are you looking for somebody with experience to apprentice or just a passion?
someone with a passion, someone, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a job, check her out.
She
If
needs
you're
an
really into-
assistant.
Yeah.
If you're really into bees.
Someone who wants to learn and obviously, I have to be able to trust them. So someone reliable, I have to trust them in my customers' yards. So that's
Yeah.
important.
Yeah. So trustworthy and reliable.
Yep.
Those are two very important qualifications and a passion for bees.
Yep. Yeah, and
how
otherwise
exciting.
we can work with everything else.
I love it.
Yeah.
The first coat was just a simple house paint, base white, left over from the house project we did a couple of years ago where we repainted our trim. Lily really liked helping with that one. She got really excited about it, but then lost interest after about 10 to 15 minutes. I was going to do the second coat using the same paint, but then I found a little sample bottle of a blue we used in our bathroom for a project a couple of years ago. And I thought, why not? We might as well use that up. I thought I would start at the bottom and make the hive look a little bit like the sky, and any parts of blue that went really thin would just look like clouds because the white would shine through the blue. As it turns out, the blue is so light that it still looks white, so it doesn't really make much difference. Then I really wanted my hive to just be fun and happy, just cute. I wanted cute. So we painted bees, and I painted flowers, and then I put the detail on the bees and the flowers, and I think it came out pretty good. I like it. We're going to spray on a sealant. This is to keep the paint from wearing away or fading over time, but this is highly toxic stuff that I'm not going to spray in my house. It'll have to go outside, and not today because it's currently too cold and too wet to spray anything and have it be effective. I was concerned about the potential long-term hazard of spraying something so toxic on the beehive, but from what Hilary advised me and from what I found online, it should be inert by the time it dries. It's only toxic while it's liquid. So it should not do any harm to the bees, and it should be just fine. Then we're going to place the hive out in the back corner on the cinder blocks, and we'll get the bees at the end of April, and I am so excited! Thanks for watching that video, guys, especially all the way through. If you liked it, remember to hit like to tell me, and if you haven't already, please subscribe for more gardening content like this. You can follow me through this new bee journey. You can follow our business as we continue to grow, and just get some really good gardening advice and tips and tricks and garden hacks from the professionals. All right, thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the garden.